Welcome to the ManScouts podcast. Dalton is trying to determine whether or not this love of his life has a partner. You would think if it was the love of his life, he would know if they have a partner.
Well, you know what, dude? I had my shot at one point, I feel like, and I couldn't take it because
you couldn't get your head in the game?
No, because
you had your shot?
No, because she had a boyfriend at the time. I saw her kiss this guy at the gym, so I was like,
maybe they were just kissing his friends.
Dude, I'm not even kidding you. I walked up.
We do that.
So it was different type of kiss, dude. There was no tongue, so you know that they were more than friends.
Wow, super, super, super close. Okay, go ahead.
Because we always kiss with tongues.
Because we like to sword fight, and that's what we're doing essentially.
Disarmed you,
Perry. I just licked my mic.
Yeah. Hey, welcome, kids. No, I was just telling Colin. I was showing him all the TikTok girls that I think that I am in love with, and one of them, you might know her. She's a redhead named Julia Hatch, and she used to go to the gym that I go to. And I saw her at the fair one time. I actually got a picture with her and her mom. I wasn't even thinking about asking her out though, because my old beat partner just used to like be infatuated with her and her mom because they look very similar.
And her mom, dude, you should have just gone for the mom. That's the power move.
Well, dude,
completely ignore her and go for the mom.
Red genuinely thought the mom was like prettier, but Red's like attracted to older women. And I mean, they look.
Shout out Red.
They look very similar though. But that was part of the reason I think she got so TikTok famous, because they used to do all these things together as like mom and daughter.
Really?
Yeah. And anyway, saw him at the fair. Red conveniently was like, "I'm not going to the fair," and I'm like, "I'll make you regret it." I did. I made him regret it.
Made him regret it, dude, because you're like, guess who I saw? I saw the love of your life.
That's kidding. Literally why I took the picture. But I had just broken up with my ex at the time, and I didn't think about asking her out, dude. And like afterwards, I was like, my boy really likes her anyway. Like blah blah blah. I'm trying to be a good homie.
That's trying to be a good homie for your like friend's celebrity crush doesn't count.
I know. It'd
be like I don't know who comparable celebrity crush would be, but like in a world where I was single, I'd be like, oh dude, Sydney Sweeney, nah, I know she's super into me, but I can't, Dalton is like,
well, she wasn't I wouldn't say that this girl was into me by any means, but she was very kind, and it was cool.
Dude, she was nice to you, she's into you.
Well, probably
guy
not.
Rule. I'm just kidding.
I know, for real. That's good. That's the girl math version of guy math.
That is guy math.
That's
simp math, bro. Let's call it that. That's simp.
Yeah, math. That's simp math.
I feel like it's like if a girl teases you, she's into you.
Dude, I don't think so. I think, well, yeah, probably. She probably thinks you're cute or something. But just because here's the thing, dude. I'm going to tell you guys the secret, okay?
Oh my gosh.
She might
right here in the podcast?
Yeah, this is for the kids.
Wait, okay? Everybody listen. This is important. He has a secret. Go.
Okay. If she ignores you, she's not into you. Okay?
Oh.
If she teases you and is flirty, she's also not into you. Okay? If you go to the gym and you work out and she constantly stares at you, especially when you do like butt squats,
probably not into you.
Definitely not into you. She's definitely not into you. If you go on a first date, she comes over to the house and you guys engage in some kissing.
You're just completely ripping off Casually Explained. The YouTube
She's not
video.
Into you.
That's one of the most famous YouTube videos. Casually Explained. Good times. Shout out.
Also, yes. That's the reality of it, dude. And if you focus on that mentality,
you think that's the way to success?
You'll just be single and you'll just at least expect it. You know what I mean?
I like it, dude. I like it.
So think about that. Yeah, dude. I don't know. From my experience, if they tease you, if they do all the things, I don't know, dude. They still don't care about you. This is what they'll do, dude. They'll string you along until they no longer want you around.
Dude, somebody sounds jaded as hell. This is what they do, dude. They take your soul and they crush it into tiny pieces, and then they do a painful ward on you.
And what is it?
They do some witch magic.
And at the end of the day, you could just look at them and you go, they're just not into me. They're just not into you. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to rephrase all of that, dude.
Yeah, rephrase it.
She looks at you, all that. She's lesbian. Okay.
Oh.
If she's not into you, it means she's lesbian.
That's what it means.
That's it.
Because you're a guy. She should be into guys.
She's definitely into you if she was straight, right? But she's not. She's lesbian.
That's how it maths, dude. That's how it maths.
So that's how that works. Anyway, I had an opportunity to talk to this girl at the gym one time. I was literally walking over to take my shot, and another guy goes and sits down next to her, and I was all, okay, I don't think this is... I think they're more than friends. And
the first cut is the deepest.
Yeah, and since then, I'm pretty sure she doesn't live in the same state as me anymore.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, did music start playing as like she sat down, or he sat down next to her, and it was like, now I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab.
Yeah, exactly. It was
and she's like touching his chest now. He does her bench press now.
Yeah. Letting me go. I never made it as a wise man.
I never made it as a wise man. Dude.
Couldn't cut it in the gym and talk to her. Yeah, it was terrible,
Dalton's
dude.
very available right now. He's about as available as it gets.
Yep.
Yeah, is that accurate to say? Is that the dating Dalton update that you're super available?
I would say so, yes. I have been hit up. Dude, I keep having like I matched with a girl I used to talk to on a dating app, and I'm like, I matched with Carly, dude. So, you don't remember Carly?
No. Give me a reminder. Do you have to text me?
I might have to text you, dude. There's a couple of them that hit me up recently, and I'm just like, dude, you know Carly, dude.
Which one? She's.
We'll talk about this later.
Just text it to me,
dude. She's. Oh, the kids don't like this, I don't think.
Well, here's the thing. What we're doing is we're teasing them, we're tantalizing them, we're giving them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like edging. It's a terrible. We're giving them blue balls, is what we're doing. You know what I mean? And blue others ovaries, blue ovaries. That sounds like a lot of persons. Oh,
yeah, dude. You yelled it.
Yeah, because you said you were gonna call her. Shut up, dude. All right, that's a lot of inside baseball right there. But suffice it to say, Dalton's trying to make progress.
I'm trying to delete the girls that don't have the same wants and desires that I have.
Yeah, and that's pretty important.
Yeah, and that don't give me the time of day, and I'm upset.
And everything's okay. Well, thanks for the update. You know, we really appreciate that here at the ManScouts podcast. It's great entertainment.
Yeah. So I'm single. I'm ready to mingle.
Yeah, dude.
Slightly jaded.
You're gonna get over that. You really will.
Yeah, I'll get over it. I'll get over it.
You got a lot working for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just getting tan.
You're getting tan.
Got a little bit of sun this weekend.
Yes, sir.
It's a little red right now, but it'll turn.
Oh, you got a little red. Do tell me about your weekend.
Dude, it was crazy. We went I did a last minute trip and it was about 3 hours away. Okay. We went to St.
Is it
George.
just 3 hours?
It was a little bit more actually, probably about 3.5, maybe more.
Is it? What about to Lake Powell?
That's just to St. George. And then we went to Lake Powell, which is
How many hours
2
total?
hours and 15 minutes from there.
So you went about like 5.5 hours in total?
Yeah. Which wasn't terrible, dude. It was fun. It was a good time. So the whole point was to go to St. George and go boating. And the guys I went with, one of the guys was like, "Hey, dude, I just got a new razor. We should go take it out." Keep in mind, we got there at like 11 at night.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to not party, dude.
No.
Party hard.
No one can accuse him of not partying.
We drove.
Besides the fact that you don't drink alcohol.
We drove in the pitch black of night. We drove all over the place, ripped around. We had these like light bars on this thing, dude. It was sick. Almost drove off a 300-foot cliff, dude.
Really?
But yeah, we got about.
Did he not know the trails or what?
He knew there was a cliff. We didn't know exactly where it was, right?
Wow. So exciting.
But he was a good driver. We stopped and we didn't die, and it was great.
Props.
It was big fun. We enjoyed it. So then we get home and we're like, "Hey, it's supposed to be like 40-mile-per-hour winds here, so we're gonna go to Lake Powell." I'm like, "Perfect. How far away is that?" They're like 2 hours, and we have to leave before 7:30 in the morning. And I'm like, "Why?" It's like 1 p.m. It's like 1 a.m. at this point, and they're like, "Oh, there's like an Ironman competition going on." And I'm like, "Makes sense, dude. Once again, I party."
Once again, you party. Dude,
So
way to be flexible, because a lot of people would not fly by the seat of their pants at 1 a.m. with a change in plans like that.
Yeah, they might have told us before we went out on the razor, but either way, I was just like, you know what, dude? I don't care. I party, dude. It's fun.
I party.
So, and then,
You're being a yes man, right?
Yeah, dude. I was just having big fun all the time. It was great. It was fun. It's big fun. Anyway, so yeah, everyone was cool.
No one died.
No one died.
There was a cliff, but no one went over it.
Nobody went over it, dude. Nobody drowned. Everyone had big fun, I think.
I like it.
Made some new friends. It's
nice.
good, dude.
You said shout out to Alan for being shredded.
Yeah, dude. Alan shreds Zeppelin right now. He looks good.
Way to go, dude. Way to go, Alan.
Yeah, he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing that we all want to be doing. And yeah, dude. So, I know you wanted to talk about a specific drug.
Well, there's a lot of drugs I want to talk about, but first, dude, because dovetailing off of your dating life, we want to optimize your attractiveness. We want you to be as attractive as possible.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you might already be in this niche. I don't really know what this data is really truly saying, but we're going to display it for the people because we're sussing out the details of attractiveness.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what we're here to do.
Colin does a lot of dude science stuff for me, so that I
do a lot of dude science,
so that I can get more better at dating.
Yeah. And to
better.
be fair, I would probably do it anyways. And you're doing plenty fine at dating.
He just does it for me, guys.
A lot of the things that we look at is like about initial attractiveness, and I think you already have that stuff nailed, right? Because you have opportunities to talk to ladies.
It's keeping them around once they get to know me. That's the hard part.
What is the deal?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Because you're a stunning beau. You earn the gaze and attraction of many a fair fawn,
a fair maiden, as you were.
Yes, a fawn.
That's
a mythical creature.
No, it's not. It's a baby deer.
It's also. I was thinking of a satyr, but I think they're also referred to as fawns as well.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah. Anyways, but this is the science. The role of facial hair in women's perceptions of men's attractiveness, health, masculinity, parenting abilities. All right. So
are these studies done by women or men?
These studies are done by a cohort of people. So you can see that there was 2 people and then probably a bunch of their
what is that first name? Brandon?
Barnaby.
Oh, was that really Barnaby?
Barnaby J. Dixon.
Oh, that's a dude. And Robert
C. Brooks.
Yes. Another dude. All right, I trust the study. Yes, and the only reason I say that is because if the study comes from women themselves, They don't even know what they want, dude.
I mean, I would agree with you. And there is something to say about stated preferences versus revealed preferences, which we'll get to.
Yes.
We might have mentioned that recently.
In all fairness, guys are bad at that too.
Guys are bad at it as well.
They'll say one thing and their shown preferences are very different.
Yep. So, facial hair strongly influences people's judgment of men's sociosexual attributes.
Interesting.
And then the nature of these judgments is often contradictory. So, levels of intermediate facial hair growth presented to raters and the stage of female raters' menstrual cycles might have influenced past findings. So they said, hey, we need to make sure that we know as a control where these women are at in their cycle and if they're using contraceptives, because that may affect ratings.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It does affect ratings.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah. So, ladies, little tip out there, maybe be au naturel and in a normal portion of your cycle before you dismiss a guy. Yeah.
There you go, dude. Yeah, hey, quit dismissing me on your cycles.
Yeah. That's really what's been happening. Is you've been finding every girl in the middle of their cycle or they're on birth control that makes them not like you.
Or they're lesbian.
Alternatively. So they quantified a bunch of stuff, judgments of attractiveness, health, masculinity, parenting abilities. And then so they took photographs of the men who were clean shaven, light. And I think what they did, I haven't read into the abstract more than the abstract, but I think what they did is they had pictures of the same guy with the 3 stages. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, women, so they got clean shaven, lightly or heavily stubbled, and fully bearded.
Ooh.
So, women judged faces with heavy stubble as most attractive, and
heavy stubble.
Yeah, they'll define that in a second. I think it was something like 10 days. Yeah, heavy stubble is most attractive, and beards and light stubble and clean shaven faces as similarly less attractive than the heavy stubble.
Fascinating.
In contrast, men rated full beards and heavy stubble as most attractive, followed by closely clean shaven and light stubble as least attractive. So men are like, dude, your beard, it's looking hot. So men and women rated full beards as highest for parenting ability and healthiness. Okay. How
did they hold on? So did they sit down and just ask them like what's more attractive and what seems more healthy?
Yeah. So they had something like a bunch of, I think they had like over 200 people that they were using to rate. But what they did is they had them rate the person's, like I think they had them go through first for attractiveness, then for health, then for parental.
Interesting.
Parental ability, or parental ability, then health. So masculinity is another thing they rated. Masculinity ratings increased linearly as facial hair increased, and that effect was more pronounced in women in the fertile phase of the menstrual cycle. Although attractiveness ratings did not differ according to fertility.
Okay, all right. So basically, I'm going to trim this down to a 1. That's what I'm getting.
You might be, you're pretty, like, that's not heavy beard. You know what I mean?
No, but it can be pretty, I could do heavy stubble, though.
Yeah.
Like heavy stubble, if I trim it down to like a 1, I get more jawline. And although weirdly enough, my dad, because I showed my dad when I did that, and he was all, yeah, like you should grow up back out. And it's like,
well, again, that's what men tend to think is most attractive is full beards.
Yeah.
So your dad thinks you're hotter with the full beard.
Yeah. My dad's like, hey, you ain't gonna get no ladies that way.
And to be fair, this is on average, right? This is like a bunch of people rated like you might be most attractive as you are now, and ultimately your own perception of your attractiveness is probably going to be one of your best bets going forward, because what are you going to do? Rely on women? They don't know.
They have no idea.
They don't know. So, but it's very interesting because, like, masculinity with a beard increases linearly, but not the attractiveness rating. So that's more just like, and I was trying to think about why that might be. And it's maybe because, like you were saying, like you can kind of see if you have heavy stubble, you're like, wow, he can grow something clearly. But also you can see a jawline. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Well, so that's what's weird about this. And like, I don't understand, I guess. to a degree, and maybe I'm just thinking outside the box here.
Yeah, thinking outside the box.
But don't you like if you're looking at like a girl and you're like, oh,
And
she's
she has a
attractive,
beard.
and she has a beard.
I'm
We
like,
used to look at the
dang.
different attributes, and you're like, I don't know, doesn't that all accumulate into like how feminine she is, how like if she's going to be a good mom, doesn't that all kind of accumulate into attractiveness? Doesn't that
No. I
right?
mean, some girls are you would probably look at them and say, hey, they're really hot, but they don't look like they'd be a good mom. I mean,
Yeah, maybe.
do you just think you see a hot girl and you're like, she's probably going to be a good mother, synonymously?
No, but definitely it changes how attracted I am to them if I think they would be a good mom.
Right. That could add an asset. And so,
But if they're more feminine, right, then they're probably more attractive to me. I think that would be like a very similar.
But does feminine mean good mother?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I mean, what they're doing is like they're talking about perception, right? And so it's not obviously we're not going to be really able to discern maybe even masculinity, to be honest, because I don't know, what would you do? You'd have to test everyone that has a beard and everyone that doesn't have a beard in terms of their testosterone and see who
wins. Yeah,
who wins. It's like a team.
Who wins on the testosterone?
Yeah, that'd be a great question. But like again, they're just attractiveness is like,
and they just showed the pictures, right? They weren't there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no getting to know one another. This was,
dude. I wonder. I want to know if there's like, if you're like in a room, no talking, right? They're just like exposed. I want to know if there's like, yeah, well, kind of. I want to know if there's like, if a guy's higher on testosterone, if they're more attracted to a girl. That's what I want.
So the higher a guy's testosterone, the more likely he is to be attracted to a certain female.
Yeah, or how likely she is to be attracted to him.
Oh, okay.
Depending on the testosterone level.
Yeah, and you would have to see like, hey, is this like independent of actual like attractiveness ratings, right?
Right.
Say, is this independent of maybe physical side effects of testosterone, right? So let's say you have some hypogonadal guy and you just blast him with test and you just see like, hey, do women find him more attractive now that he's blasted with test?
I do. That would be something that you put in there. I think I think it's a good idea. I say we try it out.
Get this study going.
I agree.
Blast random nerds with testosterone to see if their attractiveness rating improves.
Dude, this is what you do. You take the nerds and you put them through, your control group of girls.
Yeah.
And then you send them, and you have another group of girls similarly selected, and then you blast them with testosterone, send them in front of the next group, and see how many of them click attractive, and if the percentage goes up. That's what you do.
Wow.
We just figured it out.
I think we're scientists, honestly.
I think we are too, and we should be getting paid.
Yeah,
by the government, probably.
No, I think we showed a couple of that guy's videos a couple podcasts ago, the Mac and Murphy guy, where he was talking about attractiveness and revealed versus stated preferences and all that jazz. But that stuff would be super cool and fascinating to see. In fact, we should just we should start going to random colleges and orchestrate random social experiments.
Dude, we should.
That'd be so fun.
That genuinely, like, that'd be a good time.
Yeah. So let's put some thought into that. And if you have a social experiment that you'd like us to conduct, you may comment, you may slide into the DMs of our socials and let us know.
Obviously, like morally okay social experiments.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're clear on the
we're not going like prank YouTube stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about interesting
experience. I don't know, punch people in the stomach while they're doing keg stands or anything like that.
Right.
We're not going to Shane Gillis anybody.
That reminds me of this. This is like prank territory where I would love to do it, but I wouldn't want them to get hurt.
I think I know what this is. Please press play.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Yes. Bro,
So for those of you who can't see, I'm the first to describe it. So beginning of video, a bunch of guys sitting around a couch and this guy in there. And then next second, airbag explodes from underneath the guy. He is launched into the air. How high does he get? I mean, he's
dude,
at least
5
6 feet in
feet.
the air. Yeah.
Yeah, 5, 6 feet, dude.
And he goes over 2 other guys.
And he's kind of heading with his head pretty close to the ground at this point. Like he's heading. He's gonna hit the ground probably with his upper back.
Oh, it's I can watch
it's great to watch
so many times.
I've seen this. So a lot of people have seen this. It's a common video. It's a popular video. I'm losing my voice a little bit, but it's a popular video. But I'm with you, dude. That would be hilarious if you could guarantee that the guy didn't, I don't know, get like whiplash from the sudden jerk of his neck.
I'm thinking like I'm thinking about our buddies Garrett and Kyle, right?
The way and I'm like, he flails in the air. It's so funny.
I'd be a little whiplash, maybe we still pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Not a lot of whiplash.
That guy might have a couple herniated discs, man.
Yeah. That's where you're like, hey, this is probably not. It's probably not
Bro,
great.
can you imagine what he's thinking? He's just chilling there, not suspecting anything, and all of a sudden he's flying through the air, dude.
He's like, yeah, what's up, buddies? I've been having a really hard week, and I just...
dude, it's so funny.
That's the level of prank. Like, there's a threshold of ideal pranking, I think, that you want to get up to. That's like, you want it to be intense, but you don't want it to cause harm or injury that is, not without merit.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's good stuff.
Have you ever had any good pranks?
Yeah. I mean, my favorite pranks were like on the mission. That's where I got the best ones. I put icy hot on a toilet seat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And this is what happened. So, the guy went, I hear him cussing in the middle of the night. He got in the shower. And then the other guy,
middle of the night too.
Yeah, the other guy sat on it as well. The guy didn't wipe it off.
Oh, no way!
And then he said he tried to wash it off in the sink and it didn't work, and he just went to bed with a burning butt.
Dude, we my first semester at college, we took like the popper fireworks.
Yeah, you put those underneath the toilet seat or something.
Yeah, we had the big ones, dude. They came out these ones that are like full-size firecrackers.
Holy hell.
And these like bathrooms that we were in, like really, they're very narrow and echoed so loud, dude. And we heard it from like the living room. Just bang! He's all, "You guys suck." It's great, dude. It's funny.
Just knew immediately it was you guys.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
We there were some instances of like getting in prank war with like girls' apartments in college, but they were never good pranks. Oh, when I was an apartment manager, these guys moved these girls' fridges out of the apartment and into another girl's apartment in the ward. And so they just had they moved them.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. But I, as the apartment manager, like, hey, you guys can't be moving fridges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like, dude, I have to deal with that.
Yeah. I was like, guys, first of all, Knuckles, excellent prank. Can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, good stuff.
You're like, you guys scratch the floor while you're doing it? I'm going to have you,
Yeah.
I have to buff out the scratches.
All right. Now we got a new drug to share. Hot drug.
Oh, yeah. They're moving on to the actual drugs.
Is it a drug? Hard to say. What is it?
Probably, right?
So it's called hard ketones. So the product itself, the actual ingredient is...
Holy crap, they're expensive.
Ketohol. Well, this is like 48 cans.
Oh.
If you just get, let's say, 4-can trial pack, it's $29.
And let's look at the macros on it, dude.
Oh, yeah, let's look at the macros. Okay, so...
Well, hold on. Alcohol-free, real buzz.
Real buzz, dude.
No hangover, non-addictive. Okay, don't know about that.
What they say, I watched a video on this where the guy was trying to explain what happens is like everyone that drinks this, they'll have a couple drinks and they don't feel the need to drink more, unlike alcohol,
Oh,
which is
really?
apparently a thing. Yeah, that's what he says. Zero carbs suppresses appetite. So
It
this is the
suppresses
other
your
thing.
appetite.
Yes, because it's ketones.
I don't
So
know what that means.
so ketones are something that, like, it's essentially the product of a ketogenic diet or a fasting diet.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Oh, so it releases.
So
That's what it releases.
yes. So it
Okay,
eventually,
that makes sense.
I don't know if
Oh,
it
that like
releases
keto.
it as much as it acts in the brain like a ketone. So
And it
yeah,
gives you some kind of like high,
gives you a buzz. Yeah.
like you're excited.
It gives you akin to a alcohol buzz.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not an upper,
the
it's a downer.
minus costs more.
Yeah, and the other new acquired taste. So that's the other
So
thing.
it tastes like crap then.
They have these products, right? They have the Doctor Up on the right here, and then they have the Pina Colada on the left.
Yeah. Well,
And
you got
people say
ginger meal.
people say the all of them taste terrible except the Pina Colada. It just tastes really good. Tastes like a seltzer.
Okay.
And then the Doctor Up is just straight up the stuff. No flavoring, no nothing, and they say it tastes nasty.
Really?
So yeah. So they're completely honest about that. Hey, there's what's his name? Podcast guy. Tim
I don't know
Ferriss.
who that is.
Tim Ferriss. He's a really big podcaster.
So there's no caffeine and 7%.
Ketohol. So
Okay.
it's got 69 calories.
Nice.
Per can. Oh wow. This is 1.5 servings per can. Weird. So 104. But yeah, it would start to get you into a state of ketosis, especially if you hadn't had carbs recently.
Okay.
So for some people, it may help you become fat adapted and lose weight.
Can you drive on it?
No, you cannot. They say do not drive on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can see it right here. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Do not drive if impaired. Right there.
Oh, if impaired, but is it gonna impair you?
It will impair you. Yeah,
for sure. Have you tried it?
No, I've not tried it, but
Are you gonna try it?
I watch videos of people doing it. I don't want to.
Do you think it'll cause cancer?
I don't like the way I feel on alcohol. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, I do it. Yeah, I haven't drinking alcohol since like probably you were there the last time.
Not for pregnant women.
Yeah, and I'm also pregnant, so I can't. Oh, don't mix with SSRIs and kratom. This is an interesting thing. So,
yeah, that's weird.
Also, you're not supposed to mix alcohol with SSRIs. To be clear, no one pays attention to that, though. By the way,
best on empty stomach, not for sport. Limit to 2 cans a day.
They say that when people on SSRIs drink it, they don't get buzzed. They don't feel it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is a serotonergic experience, right? So it's very interesting. Anyways, it's interesting. It's supposed to be a healthier alternative, right? It's supposed to not have any deleterious health effects other than your cognitive impairment for the short term that you're experiencing the buzz. But who knows?
How long does it last?
That's a great question. Let's go to the frequently asked questions. This guy's like, oh my gosh. Let's see.
This seems so weird to me.
It definitely seems weird. It definitely seems like if something like this existed, they would have found it earlier, but who knows? Let's see. Ketohol, bioidentical, ketohol, do not drive, pregnant women. Let's see. Alcohol, ethanol converts in the liver to a toxic byproduct. Ketohol converts to ketones. So that's what it does. Alcohol makes you more hungry. Ketohol makes ketones an appetite suppressant. Alcohol kicks you out of ketosis. Ketohol is ketogenic and will raise blood ketones, but it isn't just for keto people. Does this show up on a drug test? No. It will not show up on a urine or a breathalyzer. You'll blow 0.
Okay, yeah, because a breathalyzer just tests for alcohol, but it doesn't show up on a blood test?
No.
I guess what would you test for?
Yeah,
ketones?
you would. Yeah, they said they had one report of a false positive
of
alcohol?
Positive
of But I don't
Really?
know. But the question is in what sample size? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And was that guy just literally sauced? They didn't
Yeah. Was
know.
he actually just drinking alcohol?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So they're saying, why do some people love and others hate the taste? And I think I read this blog post, but they're saying like it's akin to like something like there are certain herbs that people are genetically like averse to, and certain
Okay.
herbs that people that other parts of the populace just love the taste of. Like I think oregano is one of those. I think there's certain varieties of basil that's true for as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they say some people love the taste and some people hate it.
That's so
What
weird.
type of buzz is this? Is it real? We find that 80% feel a buzz with two. They describe
With
it as a
two?
cross between a
With two
beer.
drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
They describe it as a cross between a beer and THC, but without the sleepiness and food cravings. Okay, interesting.
So you're also not going to get tired.
Yeah. The other 20% seem to be because they use SSRIs. So it makes it so it doesn't work. Yeah. And
That's so
also some
weird.
have a super high alcohol tolerance, may not feel the buzz, but should still feel the reduced desire to drink and help with withdrawal symptoms. Interesting. So yeah, dude, it's science. It's here. What do
Dude,
they think of next? It's like synthahol from Star Trek, dude.
I don't even know what synthahol is.
It's essentially simulates alcohol but without the negative side effects. Yeah.
Of like getting drunk?
Yeah, that's what the point of it was in Star Trek, I think. Well,
Well,
actually, you know what?
you watch Star Trek?
Don't quote me on that. I've never actually gone super deep into the lore of Star Trek, so I could be wrong.
Dude,
I've watched some Star Trek. I just don't know a lot of it.
that's one of like the nerd things that I don't want to get into.
Why not?
It just doesn't seem that cool to me.
You're so close-minded, dude. Come on.
I watched the Star Trek show with can't remember who the actor was, but one of the newer ones that came out was pretty good. But then there was a really good one, and there was one that was like, this is mid.
This is mid.
Mid at best, dude.
Mid at best,
Not
dude.
the best. Well, so do you think you'd try it? How much is it for like a couple of them? Do you have to buy 40?
No, you can buy a little bit of it. Let's see. I'll show this on
Dude, I
stream
low key
against,
want to try it, but I'm also like heavily like, I don't know about this.
Well, I would probably try it amongst a group. Yeah. I think we
I
can
wouldn't do it alone. I'll tell you that much.
I definitely wouldn't do it alone.
It almost sounds like it's like healthy though.
Yeah, it would be ketogenic.
Like it would help you lose fat. Am I wrong?
Yeah, if you're doing so, that's the thing about keto diets, right? And so people are like, keto helps you lose weight. Well, it helps you lose weight if you consume less calories
Yeah.
than you typically would, which is what kind of happens because
Well,
isn't the
whole
are an appetite suppressant? That's the thing.
Isn't also like the whole process of like ketosis is supposed to be like, because typically your body burns carbohydrates before it'll burn fat because it's easier to convert into energy. But isn't the whole process of ketosis is so that it starts to utilize the fat stores? Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, there's more than just that. That's the point. There's also something called cellular autophagy that occurs, which is basically when you get in that state of ketosis, and this also occurs with fasting, your old cells essentially slough off, right? Your body's like getting rid of old cells. So people see like weird increases in skin quality. They see like improvements in liver and kidney metric measures when it comes to if you're having like a slow filtration rate from your liver enzymes or something like that. So there's lots of benefits, right? And cellular autophagy is something that people think is a cancer resistant implementation that you can kind of engage in to mitigate against the possibility of cancer.
Okay.
That's not necessarily super well founded, but it's supposed to be good for you to fast occasionally, right?
All right, check this out, dude.
Hit me with it.
I have a proposal.
Hit me with it.
Okay. We go 1 week on the keto diet.
Ooh.
And we get your dad involved in this.
Dude, we're going to get so flat, though.
And then at the end of that week, we drink 2 of those.
We drink ketohol with my dad.
Yeah.
Dad, let's get sauced.
Yeah, but he has to do the keto diet too. It's everybody's on board.
Dude, have you ever done what's the longest fast you've done?
Like a day and a half, probably. Maybe 2 days.
What if we did a 5-day fast?
Hell no.
And we got
I could do 2 or 3. I'm not doing 5, dude. At the end of 5 days,
you could do it.
No, I could do it, but I'm saying like getting back into eating is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, your tummy's going to get messed up, dude.
Here's the thing I don't like from a muscle standpoint with ketosis, right? Okay. Or with this idea of ketogenic diets or the carnivore diet. Any diet that eliminates carbs, okay?
Okay, tell me.
So you'll lose a ton of weight, right? That's great. You lose a lot of body fat. That's cool. Well, you're also losing some level of muscle size as well, because the primary one of the functions of glycogen, right, is an energy store for the muscle, and your muscle doesn't like store up the ketones as energy in the muscle, and so you get deflated. Essentially, you might not lose a ton of muscle, but you'll deflate. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go back to eating carbs, dude. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it can't do it, dude. I can't lose the muscle. I can't do it.
You're not going to lose it. It's going to come right back.
I know, but dude, I feel so flat even on the cut right now with the minimal amount of carbs that I have. I'm so scared. I'm so scared to go ketosis, and then what if I get super shrinked up?
Honestly, dude, you're probably not going to get much smaller than you already are.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're already too small. What's a little too smaller?
What's a little too small? You already suck and everyone hates you.
Yeah, dude.
The worst thing.
Everyone's been telling me that you've been losing a lot of weight and not in a good way.
Everyone says you look like a meth addict.
Yeah. I have a proposal, and I say we just do it, dude. Let's just try it. We'll get your dad involved.
We can definitely try it, but I don't know that I want to do a full 3 days of keto.
Okay, fine, dude. We don't have to do that. We'll just do it on empty tummies.
We'll do it on empty tummies.
With your dad.
This is what I say we do. I say we do
it with your dad.
We got to do it with my dad?
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Me trying to ask
I'm curious if he'd be down.
To drink ketohol with us. That's a great question.
Because it's not liquor.
Yep. It's not liquor, dude. And it's supposed to be good for you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of what's intriguing about it, dude. I kind of want to try it just to... Because it does say if you're impaired, don't drive. But if you're not impaired, you can drive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, this is from the same company that makes things like Ketonade, which is just straight up ketones. So if you drink a bunch of that stuff, it'll get you in a state of ketosis faster.
Oh, okay.
It's also good fuel to use if you're like an endurance athlete, right? So
is that stuff on the left going to get you? Is the Ketonade? Is that gonna? This is essentially just ketones, right? This is ketone ester. It's not going to give you a buzz. This is ketohol, which turns into ketones when it's metabolized in the liver. Yeah. I don't get what the difference is, dude. If they're both
the left is ketones, the right is ketohol, which turns into ketones after metabolism in the liver. That metabolism
process of metabolizing is what gives you the high.
Yes.
Or the buzz.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same with alcohol. So with alcohol, the liver turns it into essentially sugar, but I think it's an ethanol. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, dude. Science. But that's dude,
this stuff that sounds so weird to me.
We're gonna get hammered on ketones, dude. I'm just kidding.
Dude, we're gonna get shredded on them.
Dude, it's so funny because it's like if a healthy drink, if it is legitimately healthy, right?
Yeah.
So that's a high barrier, right? Like the one measure is like, is it going to hurt you? Right?
Yes.
That's the first one.
Yes.
And then the second is, beyond that, is it healthy?
Right.
Because if it's healthy, the game's over.
And if it gets you shredded?
If it gets you shredded, dude,
Bro.
hello, partying just became a different thing.
Yeah.
It became a health venture, is what it becomes.
Yeah. It becomes drinking those post-workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dalton, why are you swerving all over the road when you're driving home from your workout?
I was getting sauced, dude.
I was getting sauced.
I was getting shredded, dude.
Anyways, I'm all for scientific innovation, and if this is the type of mad science that's going on, I'm here for it.
I just don't understand it still, dude. It's so bizarre to me.
Well, dude, you want to see something else that you might not understand?
Yes.
Okay, so as we know, it's super boring, but this has been what's happening, that there's tons of pro-Palestinian protests going on at colleges,
dude.
right?
Yeah, there's tons of them.
So,
did you see the one we're all in front of all the frat houses?
Yeah, that one's been getting a lot of traction as well.
Yeah,
people are like, they said it was racist because some guy was making monkey noise or something, but I think what he was actually doing, it was Ole Miss, and he was doing a hog call because she was a big lady.
Oh.
Yeah. They were chanting Lizzo. They were saying, do a push-up.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is, to me,
I feel fat shaming people, dude. That's something I genuinely like. I'm like, oh, guys, don't do that.
Oh, guys. Yeah. Because secretly I group myself in with fat people. I'm like, I'm fat.
I know. Seriously.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So, I'm going to make this even bigger here. So, this is a group of pro-Palestinian protesters praying in an Islamic fashion as the sun sets on campus. So they're all facing the east, right? A lot of them have rugs. They've got their heads covered. In formal Islamic wear. And this is wild to me because I know these people are not all Islamic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
seems like cultural appropriation, if you ask me.
Something like that. But what this girl said was was spot on, and she was like, can't help but notice how all the women who are more than likely gender studies, lib femme, she, hers, who would typically rail against the mildest perceived misogyny, have voluntarily covered their heads and moved to the back to pray behind the men. And if you haven't noticed, you see the men up front and the women behind. That's how prayer is done in Islam.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't this
dude,
wild?
I didn't know that at all.
This is wild to me. You know
I don't get any of it, dude. I don't understand it all at all. It makes zero sense. I'm so confused by the whole thing.
Yep.
What are we even protesting?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, you and me, we look at these things and we're like, hey, first of all, is this going to change anything? Like, I know you're calling for a ceasefire. A ceasefire would be nice. I hate war as well. But I don't know if this does it. You know what I mean?
Well, not to mention, who started it? Like, for real. The guys that you're protesting for. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nuanced issue with a lot of crazy stuff. But, yeah.
It's just, I just don't get it, dude. When, like, one organization goes into another country and rapes and kills, like, a bunch of girls, and then these people, it's like, what? Yeah, I don't get it.
They're viewed as freedom fighters, dude. They're viewed as freedom fighters, and that's the lens of which a lot of those people look at it. So it's unfortunate.
So freedom fighters can just rape and pillage. It just seems kind of like, what?
Hey, man, that's a them thing. Just a classic video, just to lighten the mood here. I don't know if you've seen this one. This is gold.
Selling marijuana to a female undercover police officer on several different occasions. He had no problem whatsoever hitting on the undercover officer on the audio tape, trying to pick her up and saying, "Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal." The state
You're thinking that a bowl of oatmeal, and at the end, he's just in chains, and he just looks over and he's like, right?
I did it. I did that.
And here's the thing, dude. What we can all learn from that is you got to shoot your shot. Even if it's an undercover cop, dude, shoot your shot.
Always shoot your shot, boys and girls. Hey, here's the thing. If she doesn't like you, she's not interested, she's a lesbian. Doesn't matter. She just doesn't like
and she
boys.
happens to also be a lesbian undercover cop.
Yeah, don't sell drugs to them because they could be a cop.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Yeah.
But shoot your shot though.
Shoot your shot, dude.
And if you are going to sell marijuana, might as well shoot your shot.
You are going to shoot your shot. Yeah.
Might as well. So give it a shot out there, guys. Chase your dreams.
Chase
do
your
all
dreams.
The things.
Do all the things. And
just go do something.
If it's cutting season for you, we believe in you. We're with you. We stand with you. And if it's not, we hate you.
And for real,
if you're one of those people that just can be shredded year round and you don't have to try, I hate your guts.
Yeah, I despise you. You're a terrible person.
Yeah.
Inside, but not out.
Yeah.
Outside, you're obviously a beautiful human being. And if you've ever tried the ketohol, comment because I want to know if you tried it.
Oh yeah.
And how that is.
Testimonials. We need reviews.
And if you're shredded and you drink it because of that, definitely let us know.
Yeah, definitely let us know if it got you shredded.
Did you have something else to show?
No. I mean, that's it for now. Let's say goodbye to the kids. Love you so much. Ta-ta.
Love you long time.
Love you long time.